So the Chofetz Chaim, his real name was Yisrael Meir Pupko, and he lived from 1838 to 1933. And he never actually got ordained as a rabbi until very late in his life. He was a very saintly guy, and he's best known, his most famous book is called the Chofetz Chaim, Desiring Life. That's the translation. It's the book against gossip. And so many rabbis have made fun of this book. And here's the basic critique on the Chofetz Chaim, that he takes stories from the Jewish tradition and ethical teachings and ethical exhortations, and he turns them into Jewish law. So he takes these, wide-ranging ethical statements, don't gossip, and he turns it into Jewish law. And a lot of rabbis, such as the Chazon Ish, for instance, is reputed to have made fun of this book, the Chofetz Chaim, because of its approach, which has become basically canonical now in Orthodox Jewish life, or even outside of it, that the Chofetz Chaim represents the standard that Judaism has on gossip, and it's just not that way at all. So remember to distinguish between the Chofetz Chaim, the human being, the person, the rabbi, and the book, known as the Chofetz Chaim. So many of the rabbis who respected Chofetz Chaim, the person, made fun of the book, the Chofetz Chaim. So according to the Chofetz Chaim, the book and the person, no gossip is permitted, basically, even between husband and wife. Now, Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Auerbach thought differently, but today it's the Chofetz Chaim's position which is the dominant one. According to Rabbi Jacob Emden, you could say Lashon Hara, gossip, about anyone who is your enemy. And there are all sorts of permissions for saying gossip in the Jewish tradition. The Meiri, which is, I think, a 14th century Jewish rabbinic commentator, says that if you say it publicly, it's not Lashon Hara. And so the Chofetz Chaim kind of codified all of the Jewish tradition's teachings about gossip and made it appear as though Judaism had a universal prohibition on speaking ill of others. Now, if you read the writings of any rabbi, it'll be filled with gossip, and these rabbis will say, well, no, it's not gossip. I'm exposing hypocrites, which is a mitzvah, a commandment in the Talmud, and they believe that the target of their enmity deserves it, or they're just talking shop, and if their target is doing bad things, then they need to be exposed.